Good morning and welcome to Jefferson R7 2014 State of the County Address. At this point, I'd like to introduce Mr. Rick Francis for the invocation.
Good morning. Would you bow your heads with me as we pray? Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and this privilege and freedom to assemble here at Jefferson High School. We thank you for the ones that are going to deliver the state of a county. We thank you, Lord, for all the blessings you bestowed upon us. Thank you for the students, faculty, administrators that have spent several hours preparing for this event. Lord, please bless the veterans that have served and those who are serving in our armed forces. Bless the families of those that have given the ultimate sacrifice that we may live freely and assemble here today. Bless our first responders as they serve our communities. Please be with our country and be with our county executive as he gives us the state of the county this morning and our vision for the future. Also be with our county council. Give them wisdom, give them courage and strength to make our decisions as they lead us into the future. Lord, now we ask that you bless this food to the nourishment of our body and bless those who have prepared it today. Bless each and every family represented here, and please give everyone a safe journey back to work and home. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
At this moment, may we all rise for the presentation of the colors presented by the Boy Scouts of America, and will you please remain standing for the national anthem performed by Jefferson Jazz Band.
Color guard, attention. Color guard, forward, march. Halt. Prepare to post the colors. Post the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So you know, Ryan, as strange as it may seem, they give principals nowadays funny names.
Say, funny names?
Yeah, nicknames and stuff. So over at Platten, we got who's at Platten, what's at Telegraph, and I don't know's at Danby.
Well, that's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the principals at every building.
No, I'm telling you. Who's at Platten, what's at Telegraph, and I don't know's at Danby.
So, Stefan, do you know the names?
Well, yeah, I know the names.
Then who's at Platten?
Yeah.
I mean, the lady's name at Platten.
Who?
The the gal at Platten.
Who?
Well, what are you asking me for?
No. Who is at Platten?
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I want to know. Why are you asking me?
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Who's at Platten?
That's whose name?
Yeah.
So, Stefan, when my dad signs their check every month, who gets the money?
Yeah, every dollar of it. And why not? She's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yeah.
So, who gets it?
Why shouldn't she? Sometimes her husband comes down and collects it.
Whose husband?
Yeah. After all, the lady earned it.
Well, I mean, all I'm trying to find out is what's the gal's name at Platten?
Oh, no. What's at Telegraph?
Well, I'm not asking you who's at Telegraph.
Who's at Platten?
Two main things that are really feel beneficial is one, kids are able to get on that technology quicker, get their work done. And secondly, we're able to give them immediate feedback.
So, does Jefferson have a good junior high?
Oh, absolutely.
What's the principal's name?
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
And tell me who's at Danby.
Who's at Platten?
All right, hold on. Stay out of the elementary. What's the Danby's principal's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, because it's in central office.
Wait a minute. You got a superintendent in this district?
Wouldn't this be a fine district without a superintendent?
Well, can you tell me the superintendent's name?
Tomorrow.
So if I want to contact the principal at Platten, I pick up the phone and call who?
That's the first thing right you've said all day.
Man, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
Hey, don't get too angry. It's no big deal.
So I call Platten. Whoever it is that answers the call, so then they call telegraph. Who answers and transfers the call to what? What would then transfer to I don't know. I don't know calls tomorrow, and all my problems are solved.
Yeah, they could be.
And if someone gets in trouble, they're sent to central office to see who.
Because?
Why? I don't know, and I don't care.
What was that about?
I mean, I said I don't care.
Oh, no, I don't care is at the high school.
So, actually, I'm not the only Johnston who's supposed to be speaking here today. Some guy named Clint, I guess, is up next. He is born and raised in Piedmont, Missouri. He plays a pretty mean air guitar, and last night when Bruno Mars came on, he was jumping around screaming like a little girl. So, Dad, if you want to come on up and talk.
Well, to say he brings an interesting perspective to breakfast every morning is a different way of looking at it. I do want to welcome you to Jefferson R7 School District, and on behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, staff, and students, we're honored to host the event for the second year for the state of the county. And, you know, I tried to give some thought to what I wanted to say this morning, and being brief, that's always a good speech. I would like to ask you to do this. I would like for you to take a moment to think about enlarging your vision regarding Jefferson County. One of the things that I was asked this morning was, you know, how's things going with the school year? And I said, well, the good thing is that, you know, it's our second year with a full high school, and we've gotten through graduation, and we've gotten through a lot of things, and we've reached a point where it's not old hat, but it's a situation where we almost look like we know what we're doing. And for any administrative position, and there's a lot of administrators that are sitting in the room, you know that when you are hosting people or you're doing things, if you can do it in a way in which it looks like there's some organizational structure, that's always a positive. So we are honored to have every one of you here. We're honored for you to be a part of our school district. We're honored to have the television. We're honored to have Stuart over there with the radio. Stuart, your tweets last night were just out of control. I was just overwhelmed by the whole concept of what you were having to say regarding the Super Bowl. But I do want to take just a moment because if anyone knows me, you know I'm a military brat. Grandfathers and father were in the military, and I want to bring recognition to a group of individuals who on April the 26th, as a part of the 220th Engineering Battalion, will be casting off to go abroad. Today their commanding officer, Michael Polk, is with us. He is here, and we're going to be planning some coordinated events on April the 26th when they pull out Jefferson County wide. And I just want you to be able to see his face and know that the true heroes that he represents will be casting out. So I'd like to give them a round of applause if you would stand, sir. Thank you so much. We wish you safe travels and keep your head down. It has been a great year for Jefferson R7 School District. Since 1952, there was a dream, and that dream was to have a graduation. We had that. The governor was here, and he spoke, and dignitaries and individuals packed the house, and it was just a great opportunity. We also celebrated 10 years with performance and distinction for academic performance in our schools. Our students are doing great things, making applications to go to four-year universities, whether it be Mizzou, Duke, Drake, Missouri S&T, just a lot of good things that are going on. We did roll out our one-to-one technology initiative, which you saw a lot of information on for our students, grade 5 through 12. 850 of those units were dispersed to our students at the beginning of this school year, as well as our staff. We are piloting our kindergarten and our preschool. You saw the students working with that. And by the end of 14-15, we will be one-to-one preschool through grade 12. We actually just bought 5 of the Nexus tablets for our parents as teachers, educators, who are going to be going into the classrooms for our birth to age 4 to work with those students and engaging them in technologies and getting those started. I say that to say this. Technology obviously is a medium for things to move forward, and great things can happen because information is readily at your fingertips. And we are working about the county to do some great things to try to bring the county forward. My fellow superintendents and the president of the college has formed an articulation agreement group with the 911 board of directors, with the communication towers that exist in the county, to establish an 18-tower system for WiMAX, Wi-Fi, broadband communication. If we are successful, and when we are successful, we will be the first county in the state of Missouri to have this service. I cannot impress upon you the importance of what that's going to do for this county, because it is going to level the playing field for the 40,000 students that go to school here every day, both private and parochial, preschool through 12th grade and beyond. Lifelong learners, individuals that are going to be working every day to put themselves at the front of the line and no longer deal with the brain drain of students working hard to attain degrees and then depart from our great county to go elsewhere to find work. And that is a big deal. So I would ask you as elected officials and business representatives, as you are talking with your superintendents in your communities, to become informed about what's going on with that, because it is an opportunity. And that opportunity is going to take us a long way down the road. There are going to be resources that are going to have to be committed to that. This afternoon, I'm going to be working on a grant that we're submitting for about $20,000 for pilot monies. We've already secured engineering funding for the review to be done. And I will tell you, based on our initial indications, broadband wireless, 70 to 75% of our county is going to be reachable with the 18 towers. And for those of you that live in the south end of the county, that's saying a lot, because I'm 1 mile from 55 and I do not have neither Charter nor AT&T UVerse, which means I do not have any capability to receive that. The last thing I would say to you is this. Media does a really good job of portraying education as a failed entity. And I would tell you that they are doing a great job of depicting something absolutely incorrect. Every morning in the state of Missouri, 1 million individuals get up and go to work to perform an obligation of preparing themselves to become productive citizens of our society. just like you and I did when we were kids in school. And just like you and I, they are succeeding. Yes, it does play well when there are situations that come about in which there are failing entities across the state. And yes, there will always be failing entities. There was a failing group last night in a Super Bowl. There was a winner. But the gentleman at the end of the ball game who handled himself, and Peyton Manning, when they asked him, "Were you embarrassed?" He said, "No, I'm not embarrassed." Because an embarrassed statement of that means that I'm taking something away from the gentleman that was in that other locker room. And he said, I have too much class to devalue what they did and the way that they handled themselves and the way that they performed. It's not an embarrassment for kids to come to school every day and work hard and to attain a degree. It's an embarrassment for people that do not know what's going on in public education to make statements that are unfounded or half-truths. I would encourage you, as your professional entities in your communities, to get involved in the school. Come and visit us. Go visit Paul Ziegler at Northwest. Go visit Stan at Dunklin. Go visit Link at Festus. Come and visit me. Because what you will find are these fine young men and women right here that show up every day on their day off, dress professional, greet you with a smile, and give you the absolute best that they have to make sure that you know that America is in safe hands. We will continue to move forward. We will strive for excellence. And I will close with this. Becoming number one is easier than remaining number one. Last night, the Seattle Seahawks became number one, but their work this morning began to remain number one. You see, this quote means something to every person in this room, or it should. Because when Senator Bill Bradley made that statement, he made that statement predicated on hour after hour after hour that he spent in the Crystal City gym or on the streets of Jefferson County honing his skills to become the professional that is recognized as one of the greatest individuals to ever come from our great county. So with that being said, I welcome you to Jefferson R7. I wish you much success in the coming year. Dan, as a part of the group and the organization of the Betterment Association, I thank you for being here as our guest. And Mr. Waller, as the county executive, I will tell you that I am 100% sure that while I read things from time to time in the paper, they may not always be true, and you and the county executives and the board of directors are doing your due diligence to lead our county as fast and as possibly furious as you can to the front of the line. And for that, I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Next, we'd like to welcome to the stage a very special man in Jefferson County. He has owned and operated GoVero Land Service for more than 25 years. He currently resides in Festus, and in his free time, he enjoys driving and racing his Dodge Viper. Please welcome Mr. Dan GoVero.
Welcome to the Jefferson County Growth Association, State of the County. This is our biggest event of the year, and we appreciate everybody coming. And boy, they raise them tall down here. It's an honor to represent the Growth Association. I'm past president of the Port Authority, and I hope this past stuff gets over because I don't want it to continue. The thanks go to the school for all the hard work they've put in. It's a pleasure to work with this school. Clint and his staff have done an excellent job. And I'll tell you, to come out and put 300 breakfasts on, something out of the ordinary, is an extraordinary feat. And they have done one hell of a job. And the kids that worked here, put the placemats and put all this together. It's just unbelievable how the help and how it turned out. We couldn't do this without them and without the school, and again, it's appreciated. And I also want to congratulate Clint on just a couple weeks ago. He received the radio station 110% award for making this facility and the foresight that he had in getting this built. And it's amazing what one person can do with the leadership and with the followers and the helpers and the work that it takes to put something like this together. We would not be here today if it wasn't for Clint. So we appreciate his efforts and what he's done for this county and his students. The jazz band, the food service, again, has been wonderful. The students have helped. We want to thank the Festus Fire Department for the big flag out front. They've graciously come down and put the flag up so we could all add something and have a nice place. JCTV, so the people can watch that's not be able to be here today. KJF Radio for putting it on the air in the flower patch. Also, if you look around the room, you'll see sponsors out here. We've had more sponsors this year than we ever had before. And without these sponsors, we could not put this on. So I want to thank Eagle Bank, myself, Governor Land Services, First State Community Bank, Thurman Law Firm, Home Service Oil Company, the Sheet Metal Workers, Big Sky Advisors, Comtree, American Missouri Ameren, the St. Pius School, TJ McKenna, Mercy Jefferson, Custom Insurance, Debbie Dunnigan, Next Step for Life, Fireworks City, the Leader Paper, and a couple last people that hasn't been in your program was the Breeze Law Firm, Becky Ruth, and Rob Vescovo. Also want to thank from my office, Debbie Christopher. She puts our PowerPoint together that you see playing. She said I'm not doing it again, so I guess I'm going to be out of this stuff. But we're the only group in the whole county, other than economic development, that promotes the county as a whole. The economic development does a great job of making loans, trying to find a place for people to be, and for businesses. If you're expanding your business or a new business comes in, they'll try to find a place and work with them to make sure they're going to be happy here and get down here. Our job is to promote the county. We promote all the businesses down here in the county, and we promote this whole county to make sure that you're going to stay and that you're equitable and that we're going to have new people come in. We have visions for the future. The state of the county, this is one of our biggest events. We have an installation banquet. We have a golf tournament. That's another fundraiser. We have a candidates forum. Nobody else does anything with the candidates anymore. So we do this at the end of the session. We have them at Jefferson College, and we put together a forum so you can hear what happened in the session and maybe find out what they need to do the next session. The last couple of years, we've done a Motorama show. The weather has not participated. It's rained, but we still had people come out with their cars, which is amazing because half the people with their cars don't come out when it rains with these gorgeous cars. And believe me, there's more cars than you think out here in this county, tucked away in garages, till you have a car show or something like this to bring them out. And it's just amazing to see what we have. The Jeffersonian Awards, we do this now. We're going to do it every year to recognize a large small business, an individual, and an organization that's done something for the county that's made this county grow and prosper. So we always try to give those awards out. And then in December, we have a holiday party. And the holiday party is, again, we ask the legislators to come in. You can be one-on-one with them and just talk to them and see what you want to make it work. So we do a lot of things that nobody else does. We'll have this fall, we'll have, again, a candidates forum. Nobody's doing this. Again, you want to hear what the candidates are running for, what they're planning on doing in the future before you vote. And the college has been gracious in helping us do those things. So we're trying the umbrella of the county. A couple years ago, we were almost broke because of our board that we have. We have come back up, and we've been able to do a lot of things that we never thought we could do. Would the board members of the Growth Association please stand up? One of the big things we do for this county is well, first I want to go into what Dr. Ray Kaminsky has helped us. A few years ago, we started the one vision, one plan, one voice. When you go to the legislature, if you got 40 people coming in asking for different stuff, you're not going to get anything because it's too diverse. So we got together and had forums. Now we've updated it to try and set goals that we want to try and get money for to do things in this county. And Dr. Ray Kaminsky, it's on your table. Please take a look at it. Hey, if you don't want to read it, give it to somebody else to read. This is the goal and the vision that we set forth in the county from people's input from the county, not just ours. And we think this, with the legislator, does a great thing because it gives them direction of what we need. And some of the stuff that Clint was talking about with the high-speed internet has come out of that. And that's what we're talking about. One goal, get one done, let's go to the next one. Dr. Ray Kaminsky has done one heck of a job of putting this together. It really looks great, and it's for our legislators, so thanks. And the last thing I want to talk about is our Shop Jefferson County campaign. What is this about? We have to shop Jefferson County. We promote Shop Jefferson County. It benefits all you businesses here, and it benefits us all because if you don't shop Jefferson County, we won't have fire protection, we won't have 911, we won't have ambulance, we'll not have roads. We'd be still driving on gravel roads if it wasn't for your sales tax. And so we need to have the Shop Jefferson County and shop down here and keep the sales tax down here that benefits all of us. If we don't do that, we're not going to have anything. That's our future. And if you've seen, we put billboards up. We could do a lot more for this county if we had more members in our growth association to promote this. We're only, believe it or not, this is embarrassing, but there's 5,000 businesses county we try to help promote and make happen. We have 79 members. 79. And these 79 members and our few board members is what's made this organization be able to do what we can and put billboards up and push this Shop Jefferson County. And what I tell everybody, if you're buying on the internet and you're saving sales tax, that's great. But when you have an emergency, don't call 911, call the internet and see what happens, see what you get. We need to keep the taxes here in Shop Jefferson County. And if we'd like to have you members, Lauren French, stand up. We have a part-time executive director. We haven't been able to do that in the past, but we have raised enough money with our fundraisers to do that. And if she'd like to hear from you to be a member, I think we have some trifolds on the back table to join. So we'd sure like to have about 1,000 members. We're only doing all this with 79 members. Just think what we could do with 1,000 or 2,000 members. We could promote this county. One of the other things we're doing is we're trying to put a tourism committee together. We've got it started, but we think there's a lot to offer in this county. We have a lot of fairs, a lot of things in cities that people don't know about. If you look at St. Charles, they have a tourism brochure. We would like to do those type of things. It takes money and time, and we need people to be involved. But there is a lot here in this county. You can make a day trip. It benefits the motels, the restaurants. It benefits everybody. So we're trying to put a tourism committee together and make it so we can advertise what's going on in this county. And I think we can be successful at that also. So I thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. And I'll let them introduce the next speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Govero. Next, we'd like to invite to the stage another very important member in our community. He runs the day-to-day operations of Jefferson government, Jefferson County government. He has 8 department heads under him and currently resides in Herculaneum. And some of his favorite movies include Rocky, Top Gun, and Caddyshack. Please welcome the Jefferson County Executive, Ken Waller.
I don't know where he got his information, but Caddyshack is my favorite movie. So that's a long time ago, but it's a classic. I was told that I couldn't deviate from my speech because I have a speech put together, and David Courtway and Derek Good are good friends of mine. But I kind of wanted to do something because last night I watched the football game and my team lost. So I like Peyton Manning, and so this is for you, Peyton. This is what they call an audible. Omaha, you'll get that when you get home. Good morning. I would like to thank the Jefferson R7 School District for hosting today's event, and I would also like to thank the Jefferson County Growth Association for promoting this annual event. Before I begin, I would like for all of us to take a few moments and acknowledge any veterans that are here with us today or that might be listening in on the radio or JCTV. If you are a veteran, would you please stand at this time? Would you please give them a round of applause? Thank you for your service and sacrifice to our country. Thank you. Another group of people that I would like to recognize and acknowledge are all the first responders. If there are first responders here today, would you guys please stand? And ladies, we would like to thank you for your valuable service and dedication, all first responders. If I started acknowledging every elected official here, we would be here till 10 o'clock, and I don't have that long, and neither do you guys. So I would like for every elected official that's here today, county, state, or if you're a representative, would you guys please stand? Thank you. There are 3 individuals that are not here today that I know would have liked to have been here. T.J. McKenna, state rep, told me he was not going to be able to make it. Ron Casey, I talked to him early this morning. Would you please keep Ron in your prayers? And Ryan McKenna, who is the new director of the Missouri Labor and Industrial Relations Board. I know those individuals would have liked to have been here. I would like to acknowledge a couple people that came on my request that I don't have the sheet here. It's supposed to have been here. Oh, here it is. There's a group that I really like to try to get involved in, and I invited a couple people here. One person you'll know and you'll see when I announce his name and have him stand because he's on TV a lot. And I tell you what, he's about as tall as Ryan Johnson over here. I'm telling you what. Rick Horton, would you please stand? Rick Horton, we may all know him as a Cardinal baseball broadcaster. And he does a great job, and he's someone that I look up to. But he is also the multi-area director of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. This is an organization I would really like to see promoted here in Jefferson County, and they do a great job. Rick, thanks you for showing up. I know you're a busy man. I know you have with you Kevin Bowers. Kevin, would you please stand? Kevin is the area director of the Ozark Gateway Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And again, this is an organization I'd really like to see that would really take off in our schools. And thank you again for coming. I am here today to talk to you about the state of the county. But first, I would like to take a few moments for a special recognition. Recently, Gilbert Alderson retired after serving 34 years in our juvenile office, 27 of those years as the juvenile officer. Reflecting on Gil's career and work for our community, I believe it is appropriate to recognize Gil's commitment to our county's children and the families. In my view, the best way to do that is to encourage and recognize such commitment and point to examples of people in our community who share Gil's heart for kids. You got a lot of kids here today from the school and the Boy Scouts. It's always about the next generation. So by executive order, we have established the Gilbert Alderson Children's Service Award, which will be presented each year at the State of the County address to someone who has provided outstanding service to the children and families of our county. The inspiration for this award is here with us today. I would ask you to join me in giving a round of applause and would like for him to come up to the stage. Longstanding juvenile officer and public servant, Gil Alderson. Lisa. This year's recipient was selected by a committee consisting of Juvenile Officer Joe Paulette, Deputy Juvenile Officer Terry Rickman, Judge Darrell Missy, and former Juvenile Officer Gil Alderson. Also on the stage today is a good friend of mine, and I'm glad to call her friend. It's Judge Lisa Page. She was very instrumental in helping me, and along with these others, put this award together. Based on their knowledge of the great work being done for the children of Jefferson County, this committee has selected the recipient of the first Gilbert Alderson Children's Service Award. The recipient of the 2013 Gilbert Alderson Children's Service Award is Linda Hardgrave. Linda, would you please come forward? It says, in recognition of your distinguished service to the youth and families of Jefferson County, Missouri, your actions and commitment to our youth are inspiring and have earned our deepest respect and gratitude. Your impact on the positive development of Jefferson County's youth stands as a reflection of your quality of character, presented by the County Executive of Jefferson County and the Jefferson County Juvenile Office on February 3rd, 2014. Beautiful plaque. Thank you, Linda, and congratulations. Let them get down. Today, I am here to tell you that the state of the county is on sound financial footing, progressing, and moving forward. Just 3 years ago, I stood before this group with the hope of better things to come. We were still struggling from an extended national and local economic recession. Our journey began with unemployment hovering at 10%, and the number of jobs was declining in the county. Home foreclosures were at a dangerously high level. Construction and permitting in the county were on the decline. County sales tax revenue had decreased in recent years and were flat. At the same time, we had the task of implementing a new form of county governance, which was the home rule charter government that was passed by the citizens of Jefferson County in 2008. Executive and legislative functions of county government were established with the election of the county executive and 7 county council members in November 2010, and the swearing in and taking office on January 1st, 2011. Our tasks at that time were multifaceted in that during continued challenging economic times, we had the charge of delivering a more effective, efficient, and responsive new government to the citizens of Jefferson County. Additionally, another charge was to make the necessary commitment and take proactive actions to foster and create an environment that would impact our community positively, making Jefferson County more desirable for citizens to work, live, raise their families, and make their purchases. With that said, we also needed to ensure that Jefferson County was taking actions to encourage sustainable economic growth and development at that time, for now, and in the future. During the last 3 years, my administration has worked with the County Council, other elected officials and stakeholders, not only from Jefferson County, but Jefferson City and Washington, D.C., sharing a vital interest in our county. This journey has allowed us, among other things, to institute fiscally conservative financial policies and practices. With the assistance of the County Council and cooperation of county elected officials and department directors, we have been able to present a balanced budget each year as required by the Charter. We have been able to double our reserves in the last 3 years, mind you, helping the county to maintain a strong bond rating. We have now over $6 million in our reserve account. Working with my friend and County Auditor Dorothy Stafford in 2013, a resolution was presented to and approved by the County Council, which set a minimum goal for reserve balances. With approval from the County Council, we reconstructed long-term debt instruments, which will save the county approximately $2 million, again, let me say that again, $2 million over the term of these obligations. Working with the County Council, the county property tax rate for Jefferson County is lower today than it was in January 2011. I would like to continue to talk briefly about a few of the initiatives and action items of note that have been undertaken and implemented since 2011. As required by the Charter, a county employee merit system for hiring, promoting, and disciplining employees was implemented. The merit system also established minimum pay standards for each position for all county employees. Under the direction of Public Works Director Mr. Jason Jonas and our Fleet Manager David McCush, we have modernized and restructured our fleet department while implementing automated systems to track fuel consumption, inventory, and work orders on our vehicles. Since 2011, our approved budgets have funded over $1.8 million to purchase more than 80 needed vehicles for law enforcement and other county departments. I consider this a safety and a service issue for all of our deputies and the citizens of our county. Many of these vehicles in our fleet have an excess of over 200,000 miles on each of them. Under the direction of Mr. Jonas, our highway department completed over 60 road miles of pavement service preservation and chip and seal operations, along with 720 miles of centerline striping, 420 miles of edgeline striping this past year. The Jefferson County Public Works Department is responsible for the maintenance and upkeep of over 1,400 lane miles of roads in the county and over 100 bridges and structures. Under the direction of County Services and Code Enforcement Director, Ms. Christy Bales, we are implementing new systems and processes in our County Services and Code Enforcement Division. We have listened to the voices of the citizens, contractors, developers, and others, and are continuing to review policies and procedures that appear to be very burdensome and/or problematic, and recommending changes to the appropriate boards or commissions and the County Council when it warrants to do such. We are now processing payments for items such as building permits with credit cards by phone, and we are now accepting prints and plans electronically with certain requirements. This saves businesses essential time and money by reducing trips to government offices. We have been very proactive in the area of animal control. We have added staff, upgraded facilities and vehicles without borrowing money, and we have seen marked improvements. Jefferson County has several intergovernmental agreements with various municipalities in Jefferson County in which the county provides certain services to the cities. With our increased emphasis on improvement and continuing positive and constructive partnerships between our Animal Control Division staff, several rescue group coordinators and groups in the community, including Adopt, Canines in Crisis, Shelter Buddies, and the Jefferson County Pet Food Pantry, we have been able to dramatically reduce the number of instances of animal euthanasia. In the last 3 years, we have reduced this number by over 50%. Our Department of Parks, under the direction of Mike Ginger, has expanded partnerships with organizations like the YMCA. There is an expansion of special events such as the 5K Run, canoe lessons, and community co-op. In 2013, the Comprehensive Parks Master Plan was submitted and approved by the County Council. The department was rebranded with a new logo. The Department of Emergency Management, under the direction of Warren Robinson, has been very active in training exercises and expanding public awareness. The department has expanded public information capabilities to include social media outlets such as Facebook and Twitter. We have provided staff support via the Missouri Incident Support Team Network during the August flooding in central Missouri. The department was also rebranded with a new logo. Something I'm very proud of was this past spring, we were able to celebrate the grand opening of our Veterans Wall of Honor located in the front foyer of the administration building in Hillsboro. I want to thank members of my staff, along with Mr. David Christian, Mr. Randy Mueller, also Steve Stoll and David Courtway, who were the directors of administrations during those times, and members of the Veterans Wall of Honor Committee for working with me to make this Wall of Honor possible. We now have over 1,130 of our county veterans recognized in our Wall of Honor. Safety focus and awareness for the citizens of our county and for the employees of county government has been a priority also. As I stated earlier, we have updated our vehicle fleet with new vehicles providing safety for both law enforcement and citizens. In addition, we have invested in training for our county employees in areas such as safety, EEOC compliance, customer service, and individualized training. One direct measurable outcome from our safety training and awareness has been a reduction in our workers' compensation claims and premiums. We have been able to reduce our workers' compensation premiums by over $300,000 annually over the past 3 years. We have also conducted several department reviews, restructured and reorganized divisions where warranted to increase efficiencies and communication. We initiated small business group forums around the county in collaboration with Jefferson College and the Missouri Extension Center. These meetings allowed us to acquire valuable data in order to help identify business needs and concerns. My administration has also worked diligently with federal, state, and local officials and stakeholders to expand and open opportunities for economic growth in the Port area and throughout the entire county. As we move forward in 2014 and beyond, I will continue to work on the following priorities. Sorry about that. Job creation and economic development. One of the most exciting metrics that we can look at as our number regarding employment. 2011, when we took office, unemployment in Jefferson County was at 10%. The latest numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics indicate that unemployment in Jefferson County is now at 5.8%. The number of people working in Jefferson County has increased since 2011. Although we have made progress on many fronts and a solid foundation has been built for job and economic growth, there is still room for work. There is no doubt that many households in the region and county have not recovered from the recent economic events in our nation. We must harness our efforts and resources to continue to work on bringing new and sustainable jobs to Jefferson County that will provide good wages for purchasing of goods and home ownership. I will continue to work with and lobby federal, state, and local interest in the expansion and development of the port efforts. I personally want to thank Senator Blunt, Senator McCaskill, along with Congressman Luke DeMeyer for their support and involvement in the port effort. In 2013, the state provided funding for the port efforts of over $575,000. I would like to thank the state representatives from Jefferson County for pushing and promoting this funding. Also in 2013, I proposed and the County Council approved in the 2014 county budget $112,000 of matching funds for the port effort also. Recently, Port Authority member Mr. David Crump presented me with a recommendation from the Jefferson County Port Authority to expand the port region to include the boundaries of Jefferson County. We put forth a resolution to the County Council and it was approved. We now anxiously await and hope for the final approval from MoDOT for our request. If approved, this action will give us sustainable more tools in attracting economic development for the entire county. Another metric that we utilize to measure our economic growth is the number of building permits that have been issued. Building permits are now increasing in Jefferson County. Total building permits, 2013, exceeded 2,950. Single-family permits increased in total permits issued and in total dollars in 2013. We will continue to monitor these numbers and work in areas of opportunity where recommendations and changes that make sense and are appropriate will have a positive impact. Sales tax revenue also increased in 2013. The trend that we inherited 3 years ago was a flat to declining sales tax revenue. That has been reversed. Sales tax receipts in 2013 were up approximately 8% compared to 2010. This is a testament to the commitment and resilience of the citizens of Jefferson County, as well as the Jefferson County Growth Development Association. I will continue to promote Shop Jefferson County and Hire Jefferson County. Keeping sales tax revenue in Jefferson County has a direct impact, as Dan Grover said earlier, on county services and the local economy. Maintaining and improving the county infrastructure and roadways is another priority. I will continue to promote and lobby for enhancing and improving our infrastructure in our county. This will be vital in order to support economic development and commerce throughout our county. I will continue to seek support for the I-55 corridor improvements, which include constructing additional lane on both sides of 55, while improving the interchanges and ramps from Peevely South to the Festus exit. This will position Jefferson County and the region with a modernized highway system to complement our rail and waterways. Continue improvements along the Highway 30, 21, and Highway M, and W corridors as growth and development continues in these areas. The recently formed Safety First Coalition, of which I am a member, is now committing resources and working to increase public awareness to the many dangerous curves, intersections, and shoulders throughout our county. Finally, gaining support for the extension of a one-half cent sales tax for roads and bridges that is set to sunset in 2016. Jefferson County, along with all the cities in the county, share proportionately these funds, and they are vital for maintaining and improving road and bridge systems throughout the county and in the cities. Another area is efficient and responsive county government. Capital expenses will continue to require focus. During the past 3 years, we have been and will continue to implement and execute components in our capital improvement plans without adding additional debt. These include upgrading and constructing new restrooms and concession stand at the playground at the Northwest Sports Complex, completion of a new equipment and repair facility for our highway department, upgrading of our emergency operations center and hazardous material equipment and training facilities, and finally improvements and upgrades in our animal control facilities. One thing that's been the most important to me in the first 3 years of my term has been customer service, and we are working on it diligently. It is to me, the focal point that we need to work on. We will continue seeking ways to deliver a more efficient, effective, and service-oriented county government for the citizens of Jefferson County. Within the next couple of months, our county website will be improved and upgraded. One of the enhancements coming in 2014 will be an automated citizen comment portal that will route comments to appropriate departments for review and follow-up. These inquiries and any follow-up will be tracked and monitored, ensuring that citizens' comments will be heard. We will also begin piloting a citizen survey for select departments to get citizen feedback regarding county services that have been utilized. When I spoke at this gathering 3 years ago, I spoke of a journey that we would travel together. At that time, I spoke of a quote from George Washington. In a letter written to John Augustine, May 31st, 1776, Washington wrote, "To form a new government requires infinite care and unbounded attention, for if the foundation is badly laid, the superstructure must be bad." I ask you this question: is the state of the county better than it was 3 years ago? Well, a new form of county governments has been implemented. Unemployment has dropped from 10% to 5.8%, while more county people are employed today than in 2011. Our county reserves have more than doubled. We have restructured our debt, saving $2 million. Our sales tax revenues are increasing, our building permits are increasing, and the county property tax is lower. I would say the answer to that question is yes. Are there things that we can do better? I would say the answer to that question is yes. And are there still better days ahead? Emphatically, I say yes, our better days are still yet ahead of us. Before I close, I would like to share with you another quote from George Washington in this letter to George William Fairfax, dated September 12, 1758. Washington stated, "There is a destiny which has the control of our actions, not to be resisted by the strongest efforts of our human nature." 3 years ago, we began a new journey. The fundamentals and financial foundation have now been laid. So I ask you today for your help and assistance. It is time to move forward, to begin a new challenge and journey. Let us recommit to serving the people. I'm going to go off just for a second. I might be the leader of the county in terms of county government, but I believe you in this audience are the true leaders of the county of Jefferson County. The challenging and difficult and yet satisfying work of building our county's future requires a commitment from each of us. My hope and prayer is that we continue to put aside political labels and agendas, work together collectively for the common good, and leave our county a better place for our children, grandchildren, and future generations. Let us all pledge to serve the citizens with integrity, honor, dignity, and justice. Let us all pledge to treat each other with civility and respect, even when we disagree. That is my pledge to you today. Thank you for taking time out from your busy schedules to attend the State of the County event. And finally, I would like to thank the citizens of Jefferson County for allowing me the privilege and the honor to serve as your county executive. May God bless our country, may God bless our state, and may God bless Jefferson County. Thank you very much.